Well, hello, everybody, and it's a pleasure to be with you for my Billion Coin, the Billion Coin, we refer to TBC 332nd live broadcast. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, and it's an honor to be with you once again. Okay, I want to first thank my lovely wife for always supporting me. I know you're there, sweetheart, and I want to say um, also I want to also say that I want to thank everybody for supporting me, particularly my two little ones, Miss Kayla and Caitlin. Hello there. And also anybody else who's my friends that may be watching me too that support me. I know want to give a special thanks and prayers go out to my wife and our family members that's in the at the airport right now. They're on their way right now to the Philippines in the effort for our humanitarian effort to feed over 1,000 kids, which is happening in sometime in March. They're on their way over there to start preparing things, putting things together, and that should be happening in about almost a month from now, um, exactly in the month of March. So we're looking all for that, and I've gotten a lot of people reaching out to me, thanking me and her. But I say give the main thanks to her because um, I love her. My wife is a wonderful person. She's very intelligent, and she wants to help as many people as possible, just like me. Okay. All right. Now, thank you for my for Christian Tangwe and Shohag and Simone for being here. That's in the chat room along with my wife here, Merlene. And thank you so much for all y'all being there. And I'm sure there'll be more people coming up soon. All right, now let me go. Let's go to the blog right now before I go to what I want to talk to y'all about today. Okay, we have the blog guide. I usually start from the most recent for today that came out, which would be starting from the 21st here, right here. Okay, want to give thanks to this great video that Mr. Leader of the Bangladesh community, Mr. Mizanor, did along with his countrymen from the Bangladesh community. And it's the same subject matter that I did a few days ago, which deals with how to move your coins from the archive to the of TBC 004 to the TBC 009 wallet. They did this live broadcast in video like I did in English. Wonderful job, wonderful job. And this one here, another great video by my brother Pritam Kumar in India, and said TBC a serious opportunity to become wealthy. Another 40 grains of gold transaction in India. Another person coming on board, perhaps another merchant, because I know he's gathering a lot of merchants. So I'm surprised that this is a merchant. I'm not sure, but great video. And Randy did a great video yesterday. He did another one today too. But this TBC gives the poor the tools they need to lift themselves out of poverty. Great video yesterday. You know, Randy and I, we talk about things that sometimes people don't want to talk about, but we have to bring those to our knowledge. And this is what admin want us to do. Let's talk about some of those things that people are afraid to talk about. Okay, we'll have a conversation like that in a few minutes. Okay. And Mr. Mbe Derek, another extra training in French. Day 17 of his French training with his countryman in Cameroon. Awesome job, Mr. Kimbe is doing. Mr. Mbe is doing. This is a funny one. This is my broadcast from yesterday. Look what this is funny. This is what I talked about this yesterday. And now this is what admin said. Admin, you're wonderful. I'll tell you, this is funny. Showing a donkey's face. It says only a dumbass would go around being publicly negative about TBC. Because you know, in this broadcast yesterday, I talked about that. How someone was in Randy's video feed saying something negative about it, and I expand on it a little bit more. Okay, it's not fair to the administration or tech support or anyone behind the scenes working TBC to discredit them in any way. And that's why admin said, "By catch it right here." Great job, admin. I'm with you 100%. They wasn't getting on me. It was just saying, they agree with me in what I was talking about. I'm surprised. I must be surprised, little Kayla laughing at that. Anyway. Okay, now, and by the way, that's little Kayla. Let me go back to it. Little Kayla, this is a donkey. Okay, okay. If y'all see, this is a donkey. It's not a horse. It's a donkey. Okay. All right. Next one. Take full advantage of broadcasters' leads. And this was Mr. Wow, 250 broadcasts he did yesterday, Mr. Darren Haywood of New Zealand. This is one of my brothers and friends over there, okay? He did a wonderful broadcast yesterday on broadcasters' leads. Okay. And a full ice breaking in is catching on. And this is Mr. Mbe Derek in day 19 of his training, okay? He's talking about this icebreaker, okay? Folks, I'm not going to be with you long, but I just want to talk to you about this. This is a subject matter that I'm going to talk to you about today. And anybody want to come in and discuss this with me, they can feel free to do that. Okay? Now, listen to me closely. It goes like this. What would we be in the Billion Coin? What would happen, members? I'm talking to us as members. What would happen if we don't stay unified as members in the Billion Coin? Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Well, we know one thing for a fact will happen, right? Things will stay just as they are, won't they? Won't they? We'll allow for the elite, the banking system, our governments around the world to steadily perpetuate doing what they already are doing. Now, do we want to allow that to happen? No. So what we're doing by being a private organization, we're collectively doing passively protesting, disrupting, but nothing outwardly in any violence, saying among ourselves, let's be together. Let's unify together so we can make a significant change around the world. Okay? We have to feed the hungry. We have to clothe the hungry, the poor. We have to provide medical services for the poor. And we can do that right now. And what my wife has thought about and sending part of our family members over there to get this thing started, this is an evidence of doing that. But see, we have to make sure that we stay unified as members of the Billion Coin. Because see, outside of us, outside of the Billion Coin arena, admin has over and over again displayed in our TBC blog many videos and content that talks about the difficulties of what's going on around the world in terms of enslaving us under the same monetary system, which is so monetary based. It's crazy. The same system that has enslaved us. The rich get richer. Can we allow that 1% to control 99% of the wealth on here on earth. We can't allow that to happen, folks. If we don't stay unified, that same 1% is going to continue to control the 99% of the wealth of the earth. Do you understand what I'm saying, folks? It will continue to perpetuate itself. It continue to have that power up the top when everybody else is going and deep in a bigger hole of slavery. It is our birthright to have abundance, folks. Who said we cannot have abundance? Who said we cannot lift up humanity? But see, the people on the top, the Rothschilds or whoever you want to call them, the cabal, whatever you want to call them, they got different names. They got beasts. They got every kind of name. See, they look at money as a sense of power to keep beating people down, the poor down, deeper and deeper into their own poverty. They want to see them remain at the same level they always have been while they get richer. You see my point? And see, but we as TBCians, we have to stay unified to make sure this does not happen. And the only way we can do that, we have to stay unified till we get all the way to 1 billion members, folks, and can stay and continue to stay unified to make an impact such that the world has to listen. You see? So I asked the question, what would happen if we don't stay unified as members of the Billion Coin? And see how I see it. I mean, I see that for the most part, we're doing we're staying unified as close as we can. But I see some other things going on outside our arena, inside the Billion Coin, with all these changes and all this stuff you see. People got this mindset of greed and scarcity still as members of the Billion Coin. I need to get rid of it, folks, because that's not what our mission. That's not what we're about. That is not what the Billion Coin is about. It's not about your greed, okay? It's not about what you should receive. It was a picture of something that I came across yesterday that, oh gosh, I wish I could somehow show it to you. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Let me see. Let me just see something a minute, folks. I don't know if I could put it on our Facebook page. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see here. Hold on just a moment with me, folks. Hold on a minute. I got an idea. I'm going to do something here. Something I want to show you all. If I can put it on my... Hold on just a moment. Hold on just a moment. Okay, I'm going to show y'all something here a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Can I find it here? Hold on just a moment here. Just one moment. I'm going to show it to you in just a moment. I'm going to show y'all something by something I came across yesterday that I want to really make y'all think. Hold on just a moment. My computer's running a little slow, but hopefully it'll come up. Hold on just a moment. Okay. Okay, let me click on it. And I'm going to read it to you. Y'all be able to read it too when I show it to you, but I'm trying to open it up right now so y'all can see it. If I can just get, computers run a little slow. I'm not sharing my screen just yet. Just hold on just a moment. Just trying to get my, something I really want to show you all. Okay. Let me see if I make it big so y'all can see it. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. Hold on a minute. Okay, there it is. Okay. Listen to this closely. The benefits of helping others. And this is what something I came across by Wayne Dyer. And it reads like this. The greatest joy comes from giving and serving. So replace your habit of focusing exclusively on yourself and what's in it for you. When you make the shift to supporting others in life without expecting anything in return, you'll think less about what you want and find comfort and joy in the act of giving and serving. Now I'm going to read that again. The benefits of helping others. It reads as this. The greatest joy comes from giving and serving. So replace your habit of focusing exclusively on yourself and what's in it for you. When you make the shift to supporting others in your life without expecting anything in return, you'll think less about what you want and find comfort and joy in the act of giving and serving. This was by Wayne Dyer. And this is so on point. See, we have a few people that have their own agenda. And that's not what I'm discussing today. What I'm stating that what we do, folks, if we don't stay unified and focus on helping others here in the Billion Coin. You know, Zig Ziglar and my wife often know about this one. The more you help people get what they want, you will later get what you want in life. But it's got to be with helping others first. It can't be about you. And see what outside of us, the outside of the TBC, the banking system, and the rich and wealthy, they're all about themselves. They're not about helping others. All they want to get is continue to get richer, while people get more poor. You see? That's what's going to happen. That's what's happening. So what would happen, folks, if we don't stay unified in Billion Coin? Essentially what's going to happen is that we're going to continue to remain the exact way we have been for decades and over 100 years. Now, the question is this. I thought y'all see this. Now, the question is this. Let me come out of this. Do you want to stay unified? Do you want to stay unified? You see what I'm saying? Do you want to stay unified in this whole effort to end global poverty? Or do you want to just go through the motions and we never get to 1 billion members and the same thing that's happening outside this with the 1% controlling 99% of the wealth of the earth is going to remain the same, if not get worse. You know, there's some people out there want to continue to condemn people. It was some country that I was doing a video that I showed a video on about a few months ago about how they're actually killing people, forcing them out of their homes. Admin put all kinds of videos right there in our eyes in the blog about this fact, what's going on. They want to continue to beat us down. So we cannot afford not to be unified. You see my point? We cannot afford to not be unified as members of the Billion Coin. So I asked that question earlier. What would happen if we're not unified? See, then we would not achieve what admin has had for us all along, and with the whole goal and mission in mind. Our goal being getting to 1 billion members in the Billion Coin, and our mission being ending global poverty worldwide. Folks, we cannot do that if we don't stay unified. That's essentially what I'm saying to you. We simply can't do it. So, folks, think about this thing, what I just said. What I just showed you, it hits it right on the point in terms of how we got so much greed around the world. And it's all has to do with our mindset has to change. And I've talked about mindset rather much in past broadcasts. I even had a broadcast meeting about a couple of weeks ago about that with other broadcasters. And so what I ask you again, what would happen if we don't stay unified? Meaning we have no further choice but to stay unified if we want this our mission to be complete. It's going to take close togetherness with all of our members. Admin has bridged the gap in terms of communication and also the internet. You can see, hear, message people all around the world now because of the power of the internet has gotten better. The bandwidth has gotten better. There's still got some other areas around the world that, you know, parts of Africa and other parts of Asia that needs to be, you know, stronger. Europe and United States and China and some other areas are strong in terms of, you know, the internet capability. But there's still some areas that's got their technology is not strong, is not where it should be. And it's only because of this thing I'm talking about today, the outside government in that area has kept them down. When I talk about my brother Femi, who's right now, I believe, let me see, today is, no, not today. He's not doing his broadcast today because today is Thursday. But he's talked about me, had a conversation with me about a video conversation about how their technology and parts of Nigeria is living in the is like in the 1980s. Do you hear what I say, folks? He had to actually, because he's into technology in his job, he's had to look for great technology so he can do his broadcast properly. Because he was doing that using that old. He had to pay for better technology. I was telling my brother Haroon, and I don't know if he's here today, but you know, get with him to see what he's using so you can have better bandwidth. Whatever source he's using, everybody needs to be using if they can afford it, whatever it is. Because his broadcast is coming out pretty smooth, as smooth as my broadcast is, and Randy's is. So, folks, I just want to get with you today to talk to you about staying unified in the Billion Coin. Let's stay unified every step of the way in our journey to 1 billion members. How about that? Okay. Crypto Magic from the Philippines. Wow. You know, my loved one, she's from the Philippines herself. She's not over there with her family. She's, you know, here in the United States, but she's not. You know, she's from there. Could the magic? Could the magic, folks? Could the magic got the best background of anyone I've ever seen in his videos. Y'all got to support him and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He is a great broadcaster. He was there in the early beginnings of TBC, and he's got the best background I've ever seen. I don't know how he. I wish I knew what you're using because it's the best background, and sometimes they're moving. I don't know how he. Maybe, you know, I don't know what it is that you use. He's just very intelligent. I don't know what it is, but he's amazing. His background and his background. Okay, folks. Thank you so much for being in the chat area. Everyone is there, Musa. Everybody's there. Mr. Darren Haywood. He should be doing his 251st broadcast. This is my 332nd. You're halfway there to 300, Darren. You know, just keep plugging on, brother. You'll make it. You know, I'm trying to get to 400, and it'll all happen if you just continue to do broadcasts every day like we're doing it. It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen. Okay. Oh, one last thing, I want to make an announcement. I don't know whether you all know about it, and some of you probably know. My heart goes out to the Bangladesh community. They had a massive fire in Bangladesh, and far I know that 69 people have already perished. Let's pray that is not any of our TBCN people, but it could be some of their families. Okay? I pray that no one was hurt, you know, but that I know. I'm sorry that 69 people already have died in this fire. I saw a picture of Randy. I saw it on Facebook. He put a picture. It was horrific. It was terrible. A lot of fire engines, you know. I pray that none of our TBCNs was hurt in that fire, or their families. I pray that it hasn't. So my heart goes out to you all. Let's pray for the Bangladesh people, our brothers and sisters over there, because there are some great TBCNs in that country, and they're building fast. Okay, y'all have a great day, and I want to thank my loved one for always supporting me and being here, and also Miss Kayla and Caitlin. Thank you all, and my friends, to anybody or family that may be watching me, thank you so much. It's a pleasure being with you, and I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Peace, everybody.